Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. We are talking about music and how it's helping patients with Parkinson's disease. Joining us now, we have Deborah Hartwig. She's the clinical manager at the Center for Music Therapy and Wellness, and Alex Heidt, who is a music therapist. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So let's talk a little bit about this program, Music Therapy for Patients with Parkinson's Disease. How did this idea come about? Tell me about what you do.
And we provide music therapy service from everybody from the NICU all the way to hospice, so throughout the lifespan. And so one of our focuses is on elder care, where you would need Alzheimer's or Parkinson's support. And so we work with a program called Encore. We provide music therapy through what Alex does there at the clinic.
Yeah, Alex, what does a day look like for you? Tell me about your classes.
Well, I work mostly with older adults, with a few other things mixed in. So our Parkinson's group, we see them every Friday, and we work on just a variety of the things that they might see, of the symptoms of Parkinson's. So our class, it's a good time. We have a great time. So we do a variety of things. So we kind of start usually with, we warm up our voices, we do some breathing exercises, and then we get into some singing, because singing is great to help with their speech, because that becomes difficult with Parkinson's. And it helps with their lungs, which is very important to work on. And it's really fun. I've been so impressed by them because they sound great. Like, I feel like we should have a choir and go on the road. So.
You should, yes, and
so
perform.
That might be in the works.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, so we sing for a while, and then we play harmonica actually after that.
Very cool.
So harmonica is great for building up the lungs as well, and the muscles in your lungs, in your mouth, all those things that are affected by Parkinson's. And we try to make it so anyone can do it. So you don't have to have experience with harmonica to be able to play it. And then after that, we get into something where we play instruments, and we kind of do exercises with the instruments to help them to work on things like walking and balance and coordination.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're doing everything.
Yeah.
Everything from the speech to the movement.
Yes, we try to address as much as we can.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, Deborah, you were telling me that this workshop, it's a 12-week program, and every Friday, and you just started about a week or two ago, so every Friday is when
we start our second session every Friday at 11:30 at our clinic that's located at 1312 North Benton. That group has been provided, supported by the Parkinson's group of the Ozarks, so it's a free class supported by them, and we're hoping that we can continue, to offer that for folks in the area.
So if someone hasn't started with day one, they can still join, correct, for the rest of the classes?
Yes. There is no music experience required, so Alex kind of goes through the same agenda each class, but there's no point where anybody can, not fit in, so they can just join whenever they want to.
Yeah. Now, Alex, you brought us some instruments. Is this something you also use in your classes?
Yeah, so I thought you would want to try.
Yeah, I would love to try.
Okay. So we call this TIMP. It's therapeutic instrument playing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold these two, and you're going to cross here. I should show you first. Okay. You're going to cross over and hit the opposite drum. Okay. Okay, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
All right.
And this is one of the exercises you do in your class?
Yes.
Okay, so right here?
Yes.
Awesome.
So it seems simple, but that's addressing a lot of different things. So it takes coordination. You're working on crossing the midline. So the center of your body, that's something that can kind of become hard with Parkinson's. So crossing the midline. And it's kind of fun.
It is so fun. I want to keep doing it. And you get different rhythms and
usually I'll be playing guitar and giving them like a really strong beat to play with, and we'll do things like working on their arm swing for when they're walking, or kicking a drum or something like that, because it reinforces the movement by getting that rhythm. It kind of locks it into your brain, so you're able to do it.
Very cool. Yeah, and it sounds like a lot of fun. What are some of the benefits you have noticed, and what do you notice in the patient and people participating in the classes, either from when they come into the class to, the short term after class, or the long term after the 12-week program?
Yeah. So I'd say the most obvious would be mood, and just being able to be around people that are going through similar things as you, and everyone does a great job. Like, there's no pressure, it's fun. So seeing the mood change, but I've also had people say things like, oh, I'm not having tremors anymore right after the class. So they're some of the symptoms that they usually experience, they stop experiencing for a little while after the class. So.
Now, Deborah, if people are interested in finding out more, what is your website, phone number? How can they reach out to you?
Our website is the Center for Music Therapy and Wellness.com, and the phone number is 417-861-7345.
And as you mentioned, this is one program for Parkinson's, but you have many others for other types of music therapy as well.
Right. We work with autism, Down syndrome, Alzheimer's, and just elderly care.
And if you need someone to perform at your event, we have a choir here.
Yes, or a drummer.
There we go. Yeah, I'll join. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for being here, and thanks for all that you do.
Thank you.
And the Parkinson's group will be performing at the Fearless Aging Festival coming up on May 24th at Oasis Hotel and Convention Center. You can expect some entertainment, some of the music you heard there, and health screening as well, panel discussions and calls to action. Admission is only $1, and all proceeds go to the Senior Foundation of the Ozarks. We'll be right back with more right here on Ozarks Fox.